Hi, my name is Patricia, and I'm here in Copenhagen, and I'm excited to introduce you to the Italian photographer and photojournalist Filippo Venturi. Filippo is part of the Reconstruction of Identities project, which explores cultural identity and cultural heritage. And he will tell us more about his own project, Untold, today. So, hi, Filippo. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Hi, Patricia. Yes, my name is Filippo Venturi, and I am a documentary photographer. I usually work on projects concerning identity and the human condition. In the last years, I have been engaged in a project about the Korean Peninsula, highlighting the differences, but also the similarities between South and North Korea. My projects have been published by several magazines and newspapers like The Guardian, The Washington Post, etc. And I teach photojournalism and documentary photography in Italy.
Thank you. Your project Untold, which is part of Reconstruction of Identity, it seems that there's like a large amount of research behind it. How has it been for you to look into these women's destinies and their very personal stories?
Yes, it is a project about the phenomenon of immigration in Italy from a female perspective. These are the stories of women and their families living in Italy, but waiting in a limbo for the long process through which the Territorial Commission for International Protection will decide if they can get the residency permit or not. In addition to the long and tortuous journey, these women must do crossing the desert and the Mediterranean Sea. They are at risk of being abused and sexually exploited. This often happens in a subtle way. At the beginning, someone offers to them help to reach the dream of a better life, but soon it turns out to be a form of blackmail by a criminal organization, which threats made to these women or to the relatives they have left in their home countries. In other cases, these women are coerced through the use of black magic. It's a potent weapon used against Nigerian women. So these traumatic events will leave an indelible mark on these women for the rest of their life on a physical and psychological level. This work was made possible thanks to the operators of the Between Cooperative, an Italian cooperative in Savignano sul Rubicone. They helped me to meet these women and to earn their trust. In several meetings with these women, I understood that many of them don't want to tell about what happened during the journey to arrive in Italy. It seems like they want to remove those memories. And the women I photographed and with whom I spoke so asked me to not tell anything about their personal life, also for their safety. But the operator of this Between Cooperative told me what usually happens to the women during their journey to arrive in Italy.
And one of the women you portrayed is Bride Este. Can you tell us a little bit more about her and her story and her journey to Italy?
Yeah, Patricia arrived in Italy with a man. She declared that he had been her partner since before the journey to arrive in Italy. There is a photograph presented as proof of their relationship, and this is because the Territorial Commission for International Protection need to check these proofs. Also because often organized criminal organization, how to say, follows the victims by pretending to be a family member or a boyfriend or a friend. So they need to check if he is her partner or not.
Of course. How do you think it's been for Bride Este to share this and to be heard?
She was really nice with me. She allowed me to portray her, to do several photographs, and she told me a bit of her story. However, it is difficult to understand if she still hope to reach a better life, or if she resigned and just wait to see what will happen here in Italy.
Yes, and this female perspective on immigration is often overlooked. What made the biggest impression on you when doing this project?
I was really impressed by the fact that, how to say, I was struck by the fact that the difficulties and abuses facing by migrant women are so widespread and almost inevitable. It takes an incredible survival instinct to overcome what they have faced.
Yes, and often these women end up in this limbo, as you talked about, because of the Italian immigration system. Did that surprise you, or were you aware that this process was lengthy?
I already knew about this procedure for issuing the residency permit and the long waiting times. And unfortunately, the situation has not improved in recent years, not even with the different governments.
Do you think it will improve?
I hope so, but I see that nothing changes also with different governments. I don't know why.
No. And these women, they do represent a new segment of the citizens of Europe. Um, has this series, as well as your overall commitment to this project, changed your view of what it means to be European today?
I think that I have understood the importance of being open to other people, the importance of listening to others and being empathetic. I think that integration can only go through personal stories and the will to listen to them.
Yes, and of the project that is included in Reconstruction of Identities, this is definitely one of the more serious ones, and very eye-opening. The pictures from your series, Untold, have you had a chance to show them to Breinholm?
Not yet, because I didn't have the chance to meet her in the last weeks.
How do you think she'll react to them?
I don't know. I think maybe she could like them because it's a way to tell her story to the other, to try to find how to say, maybe people, Italian people, can understand what migrant women and men, what happened to them to the journey to arrive in Italy. So maybe someone can open their eyes and understand that it's not like how to say, a travel and to do an holiday, but just it's a journey to arrive to a better life, to find new opportunities. And it's not a joke. It's not like going to taking a ship and travel through the sea.
No.
It's really far from this.
No, and as you mentioned, the system hasn't improved yet. Do you think your series, is it done, or are you going to continue working on it?
Oh no, I hope I can continue it in the next weeks or months. It depends from the situation, from the coronavirus,
Right,
and
of course.
not only. But I hope to meet these women again and to meet other women and to continue to work to add images and stories to my project.
Thank you so much for telling us about this. And I think this project explores it's one of the more serious ones in the Reconstruction of Identities project, and I think it's a really important perspective on immigration. So I wanted to thank you for taking your time to tell us more about Bride and about her journey to Italy.
Thank you.
So for those of you who have been watching and wants to see more of Filippo's work, they're right now exhibited at Sønder Boulevard in Vesterbro. And for those of you who have been watching from abroad, you can read more about the project and see more works if you go to the project website or if you visit its Instagram. So thank you so much for watching.